together with me here today, I have Rasmus as my co-host. Hi. He will help me today if there is any questions or so. So if you have any questions, just type them down in the chat. London, I can see. Yeah, but then let's start. I will do like that. So welcome y'all to this webinar where we will talk about how you can apply SDGs with Strawbees. So if I could do like that. So what we are going to talk about today is how Strawbees started, a little history about Strawbees, and basically why we are sitting here today. Also how Strawbees are working towards different SDGs and how you can take actions in teaching towards different SDGs. Also, what you need to start working with SDGs, and in the end, we will take time for some interactions with a Q&A. I don't know. Hopefully you are not seeing this. Rasmus, can you let me know? Can you see this little bar down here?
The little bar, I believe we cannot see, but we can see, yeah, a well-made presentation. Okay.
Thank you for letting me know. So my name is Fanny. My journey here at Strawbees started at this August, actually. And a little bit about me is that I grew up outside of Gothenburg here in Sweden. And right after high school, I moved up to a city called Eskilstuna and studied my bachelor degree in innovation science. I have always loved to be creative and make things. And I have people to thank today because those kind of people encouraged me to think creatively and in different ways to making and to continuously being curious to try out new things. So therefore I find Strawbees perfect for me, where I can host these kind of webinars and to build different constructions and to inspire others to start building with Strawbees as well. And how did Strawbees started then? So our founder, Erik Torstensson, went to India together with his sustainability station, and thousands of clothespin-like connectors, like these ones here. So this you can say is basically the start of Strawbees, because he went over to India and he saw that students can build and have fun with these kind of products, and they do like this. And they are using like plastic bottles, cardboard, or different kind of materials to also hang up clothes, but to learn something new and to build something and stay creative. At that time, Strawbees, the name Strawbees wasn't founded yet. It was at Makers Fair. A kid actually said, so you are building with straws and it can be anything. So why don't you call them Strawbees? Because yeah, it sounds like strawberries and everybody loves strawberries. So that's basically how it started. So we are sitting here with the name Strawbees thanks to this amazing kid. I'm sure that another amazing name would have come up as well if it wasn't for that kid. But yeah, that's some fun history. I will tell you that, and I love these. Erik Torstensson made me these before this webinar, so thanks for them. So the main focus here today is that we need to let kids create the changes our world needs, because United Nations has created 17 goals for us to take actions in to make our world more sustainable and make the world better for the next generation. So therefore, I will talk about how Strawbees basically is working towards different goals. Because there is a lot of them, but just to mention a few is that we overall is talking about or focusing on these three. For quality education is that Strawbees is basically, it is a hands-on tool. So when students are interacting in the classroom with these hands-on tools, they learn how to be creative, they learn about STEAM, they learn how to build constructions and learn the movements of those kind of constructions. So therefore, when it's available for everyone, and they have the possibility to create things, that's the good part in focusing on the quality education. And to talk about the gender equality, we are also focusing a lot on bringing in girls to tech, because when I grew up, I didn't had a lot of opportunities to learn so much about the engineering skills and technology, and those kind of things were most for the guys. But the best thing with Strawbees is that it's not just blue, or it's not just green, or any of those colors. It's all these kind of colors with orange, purple, pink, not purple, pink, and yellow. So it can be used for everyone. We are introducing the engineering, all the STEAM spectra, so it can be an interest for students in an early age. With the responsible consumption and production is that we have tried wood, we have tried paper, but why we have plastic straws is that it's so little plastic in each unit. So in speaking of wood, it's heavier. And if there will be wood in our package, it will be, as mentioned, heavier. And when trucks are loading for transportation, they need to know the weight of every transportation. And therefore, we couldn't have transported so much packaging that we are today. So we are saving the planet a lot of carbon dioxide by using plastic. It's very lightweight, durable. It has longer life cycle length. And with paper, for example, they break. And when they break, you need to buy new ones. And when you buy new ones, we need to make the production faster. And that will also cost the transportation and the shipping and the planet a lot of carbon dioxide as well. So this is like briefly how Strawbees are focusing while introducing it to students out there. And as you can see here, the picture, these are the goals that we have in our lessons at Strawbees Classroom. So you can find 1 or 2 for each lesson into Strawbees Classroom. If you don't have access to Strawbees Classroom yet, Rasmus, can you paste the link as well? And I would also recommend to watch Lindsay's Playinar, where she gives an introduction of all the features inside Strawbees Classroom. It's really great, actually. But to mention about these goals, for example, here, goal 17, partnership for the goals. One person can't reach the goals by themselves. This is also focusing on goal number 5, the gender equality, by introducing it to as many students or people as possible to rethink and give them the mindset of we need to focus on the environment and sustainability focus, like this is so important for us. So the more people that take actions in making the world more sustainable, the better, and the faster we can reach these goals. sad. But to show you Strawbees Classroom over here. In the link that Rasmus sent you, you can sign up for free until next August. So if you have Strawbees already, make sure you use Strawbees Classroom for your lessons. But inside here, you can see how to get started, the curriculum alignment and different lessons. But what I want to show you today is when you go to lessons, for example, plant physiology. Here, the students will learn how to build and code together with MicroBits. The flower will learn how to react to sunlight. So if it is very light in a room, the flower will rise and expand. And when it gets dark, it will go down and close. So to the left here, we have the alignment standards. So this is for you to know in the classroom as well, when you want to learn what kind of curriculum goals you want to reach. You scroll down here and you see the SDGs. Goal 2, for example, 0 hunger. And goal 15, life on land. And also, if you go back to the lessons and take urban planning, for example, here the students will learn how to build like a small city with solar panels. They will learn why it's important with solar panels. Here on imagination, you will get some questions you can answer. And a little warm up, a little bit about the history about urban planning. You scroll down here and you can see global urbanization. Some information about that as well, what it is. And when you start to create, you see some pictures, all the pieces that you need to start building. And then you follow here, step by step, how to move further. Here as well, you can see the alignment to the left. Goal 3, good health and well-being. Goal 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. So just to mention again, if you want to know some more about Strawbees Classroom, check out Lindsay's Playinar. Rasmus, if you have the link to that as well, you can send that in the chat. And so we can check out that later. So that is also some tips and tricks on how you can work towards different SDGs together with Strawbees Classroom. But what I want to show you is that I have my own series on Twitter. I don't know if you have seen it. Please write in the chat if you have seen it. I will be so happy to know if I can get any reach for that. But another tip for you to start using or working towards different SDGs is our Pocketful of Ideas. And inside here, you get 2 different card decks with in total 105 cards. This will also help the students with social emotional learning. For example, I know one card is make a gift for a friend, or here, create the way to capture a planet. Yeah, as mentioned, it's 105 of these. So you will have great opportunity to challenge the students' creativity. But how you can use it together with SDGs is that select a topic, for example, climate action, and draw a card here. Yeah, here it came actually. Create something to cheer a friend up. To build something and to think in a sustainable way. For example, build a tree and then go out and plant the tree. A lot of things can come up in my head, as mentioned. To think creative should be rewarded. And we also have this another deck, Crazy Inventors. This is for those who want more of a challenge. And also here, you can draw a card and connect it together with one SDG. just to make this emotional feeling, social emotional learning feeling for the students. So if they feel that sustainability is necessary, they will start to bring that home. They will think in different ways to make the world better. And in the end, we will hopefully reach the goals by 2030. And yeah, I will hope so. That would be so great. But to mention here one card, an amusement park has asked you to create a new ride for the visitors. Design a new ride fun for the whole family. And yeah, you can think here as well, what would I have done here is that I would have built something with maybe something for the family to bring materials, and then they will bring it to the ride. Or yeah, this was kind of hard. Rasmus, do you have any ideas on this card?
Yeah, I like the topic you were starting to talk about, because the way I see it, for example, you can bring your aluminum cans, and instead of paying for a ticket, you can pay with aluminum cans or plastic cans, or carton or something like that. So I think a good idea. You were on a nice track.
Yeah. And just like this, working together is another thing that you can do with the students, to bring together different mindset, to think in a more sustainable way. That for me is great. Another thing that I want to show you now is we have this is regarding my series of Pocketful of Ideas. I have an example for you. If you haven't seen it, here comes a little introduction. Now I will see. Okay, we put it like this. This is my episode 4. When the weather is bad, you need something to protect your boat from strong waves. And this was the card you will see. It's supposed to be music to this one, but since I am the creator, I can talk a little bit. So here, create something to protect the boat from strong waves. And here I get the art in steam. I start to paint and draw my thoughts on how I'm going to do this. And my first thought might not be the end result. And while I'm building as well here, it's not as the first construction that is the end result. So you need to try. You can build, you can disassemble as well. And that's the fun thing about Strawbees, that you don't always need to have the result in the first place. You try and you learn new things. And you add materials as well to see that, can I actually do this? Can I help this boat from strong waves? And then you can try it. So here I'm outside of the office. Here comes the strong waves. Yeah. We can talk about how the boat is feeling later, but yeah. That is just an example for how you can interact with the Pocketful of Ideas. And yeah, here I have it. The end result has been in the water outside of the office. It maybe needs some work to make it better. As mentioned, what you do is maybe not always the end result. You can build a new one, or you can try it, reflect, what did go wrong, how can I do it better for the next time. Another thing that I want to show you is that we have this sustainability station. As mentioned, this was the one Erik Torstensson brought to India, and this will not print out these kind of connectors. This has been developed a little. I will move the boat over here. And what you can do with this is that you can stamp out your own connectors. So if you have plastic bottles at home that you don't want to, you don't know what to do with them, then you know now, because you can do connectors. So the thing is, you put a material over here. Right now I have paper. You can take plastic, aluminum, cardboard. I know that Sam and Abby did Pokemon cards together with their sons. So the thing is, I'm rolling this. And what will happen now is that you will end up with more connectors. So here is the result of our new connectors. I would not recommend to kind of build with these in paper, but just to show you how easy it is to be sustainable and to give some material a new life. So if this wouldn't be paper, let's say plastic, this kind of plastic, we can print that out as well. And we should have built with them in the office. So yeah, that was some tips of how you can build with Strawbees and to work with different SDGs. So what now? For what you need to start working with Strawbees is that we have our STEAM school kit. This is equipped for one classroom with 4,200 pieces in it. And inside here, you will get the connectors, the straws, and also one pocket full of ideas. So I will promise you, you can build a lot of boats like this one. And please challenge me, do something better. And we also have for coding as well, if you want to do this plant physiology. We have our robotic inventions kit. This is a 10-pack, so you can do pair coding together with the students. And inside here, you will get our extension board, some servo motors, and cute little screwdrivers over here. And this is the whole coding package together with those, except for the MicroBits. And here is the MicroBits 10-pack that you also need together with our robotic invention kit. And when you have this, you are good to go to start working in Strawbees Classroom, to start working towards different SDGs. And another thing that you also need to start working with Strawbees is us. Because we are here to help you with guidance, with inspiration, with purchase process and everything. So Rasmus, if you will be able to send a link, a meeting link maybe in the chat, everyone that is attending right now, please feel free to book a meeting with us and we can have a more detailed introduction of our products, what you can build with it, and also a more detailed introduction of Strawbees Classroom. And we will hear you out on what your needs are. So I think that I have said it all about SDGs. Now I am opening up for interaction. If you have any questions, please write them in the chat. Rasmus, do you have anything?
We have one question and it says like this. It starts with maybe a stupid question. I would like to emphasize there are no stupid questions, but we have a person wondering whether the number of the SDGs has any meaning according to UN. Is, for example, number 4 more valuable than number 15?
No. Here you don't see numbers, but as you saw, the goal number 5, equal gender, if I remember right, yeah. Those were just the number of that specific goal. So it wasn't any number that I put in. It's just because there is 17 goals and each goal has a number. So therefore it was those kind of numbers over there.
We have another question as well.
Yeah.
Is MicroBit a Strawbees product?
No, it's not. It's a product developed by the British company BBC and Microsoft. So just the MicroBit, the board, is developed from BBC. So that's the board that you code and are placing on our constructions. And Microsoft has developed the website Make Code, where you can code everything that you want, and then you just download it to the MicroBits, and then you're good to go to start interaction with your construction. So I'm opening up as well. So if you have anything else you want to say, or maybe a thought, what you're thinking about SDGs, are you working towards different SDGs today at your schools? I would really like to know. I know that when I was little at school, we had this day. I think we still have it, or it's still available. Once a year, you go outside and collect trash outside in the nature, and then in the end, every student collected their trash bags and then weighed them, and then we can see that different schools collected this many kilos, and then we had a winner. So it was also a competition for the environment. So I remember that it was very fun as well. Okay, not so fun, but it was great. It was fun to see that we won. That was actually fun. But we're doing things for the environment, for the future generations. So it's only, as mentioned again, it's only to have the focus on the future, on the sustainable mindset. We need to focus on that to the students in an early age, to make them think that and to know that it's very important what they are doing.
I have a question.
You have a question?
Of those Pocketful of Ideas challenges that you have done so far,
Yeah.
which one was the most challenging, would you say?
I think the latest one, create a robotic version of yourself. Didn't end up at all as the physical construction. So that was the hardest, but also to connect the microbit and to code that, and my arms would have moved. But it was also very, very fun to see my face on a construction as well.
And it turned out well.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. And if we don't have any further questions, I will thank you all for attending this webinar. I hope I gave you some new perspectives on how you can use SDGs in your classroom and how you can work with Strawbees. And if you have any further questions from here, please contact me or any of us. We have, I have had great fun. This was really fun for me as well. But if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact us. So from now on,
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rasmus, for all the help.
Just one quick thing while we have your attention. Remember that this is a series of 4 webinars, and we have a new webinar coming up next week where Derek will talk a little bit about how to engage students into STEM. So I will post the link and make sure that you sign up for that webinar as well. I think it's going to be, yeah, just as good as this one, I hope.
I'm sure it will be. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, it will really be. So yeah, I think that we will hang here for maybe a couple of minutes if there is another questions coming up. So what's your favorite sustainability goal?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Quality education, I would say, for everyone. And
That's
yours?
Great. Gender equality. That's great.
Oh, good one.
Girls seem to
good one. And Lindsay tune into the both of those. She prefer. I would say no one prefers a goal over another, perhaps, but everybody might have more opportunity to affect some of the goals than others.
Yeah, yeah. And I think if you are still, if we have someone still here, yeah, we have a couple. Please write in the chat what your favorite sustainable development goal is, and maybe
we have a question. Yeah, we have a question. What do I need if I want to start coding with Strawbees?
Yeah, to start coding, you need our robotic invention kit. This one, together with MicroBits. So if you don't have MicroBits, you will have need to have this as well. And together with this, you can start coding.
Yeah.
It's really fun when you started with it, actually. It's not hard, it's easy to learn.
And if you have time, you won't have much time once you have got started coding, because it's really hard to stop.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
But then I think we're done. I will keep those goals in mind for my next card draw for the next Pocketful of Ideas.
Perfect.
Then thank you so much again, everybody, for tuning in. Have a great day, morning, evening, night, wherever you're tuning in from.
Thank you, everyone, and
Bye.
goodbye.